Hey there YouTube, this is Carrie with Any Day Blessings, and today I'm going to do a sort of flip through of the Memoria Press States and Capitals course. It's not a true flip through because I actually don't use the course in its entirety. I actually am using the content of the course, but I actually have a different student workbook that I use to go along with this. So if you're looking for a complete walkthrough, I encourage you to look at Educational Roots on YouTube. Here she does have the workbook and teacher's book that go along with this content. What I'm actually going to do in this video is I'm actually going to give you my top 3 reasons why I'm glad we chose this and why this is working so well and why we love it. It kind of goes along with kind of basically why I love Memoria Press in the beginning, but I will give you a few specifics related to this course. So as you can see, it's fairly simple. There's a fairly thin book and some flashcards, and then like I said, there is a student workbook with an answer key that you can purchase either in the full package or separately, but it was mainly fill in the blank, mapping exercises, mostly black and white. I think there might have been it might have been tricolored, but I mean it wasn't particularly appealing to me or to my son. So we decided to do more of a notebooking / lapbooking / journaling, make your own sort of state workbook. So that's what we're doing, and he loves it, and he's really taken ownership of it. But the content of the course, the book and flashcards that they've chosen are working really well, and so I want to show you those. I'm going to move these aside real quick and just show you what is the content of the course. This is part of their 3rd grade curriculum at Memoria Press, or you can purchase this separately if you choose. But the book itself is it's a very light read, very easy read. It's not super heavy. It's just 1 page per state of information, and this is probably reason 1 that I'll give you is just the ease of use. It's very easy on the eyes for my son. The illustrations are very funny and whimsical, and they pick out the things in history that are kind of more of the trivia nature, not so much the dry, boring facts kinds of things. They don't really give a full historical presentation. Obviously it's just 1 page per state, but the little facts that they give are really engaging to kiddos and just kind of funny. One of the facts was about the fastest wind speed recorded on land, and we were looking up what that would do to our house if we had wind that fast. And here's actually a fun little fact that my son, we're not at Colorado yet, but this just kind of gives you an example. Why are Coloradans such good sports? The higher you are above sea level, the thinner the air gets. So if you throw or hit a ball in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, it will go farther than at lower elevations. All that height is good for sports. So if you have a sports-loving kiddo like I do, or just kind of like a trivia kid who just likes those kind of fun little interesting tidbits, this book is full of them. So that would be reason 1, is that it's just a very fun and lighthearted read, but it's also not too much in one setting. It's just really enough for what my son wants to sit through. Now, the second reason that I really am loving this book is that because it kind of, goes off that first reason, because of the nature of this book being just really lighthearted and just giving little tidbits of information, what it's doing is it's sparking questions with my son. As I mentioned before, he wants to go and look up things after we're done. It's just a great jumping point for further learning. Here it has all the little abbreviations. Oh, sorry, I was out of frame there. Has all the little abbreviations, for example. My son took it upon himself to want to copy all those down and make like a master list, you know. So he's just not overwhelmed with content. So this is allowing him to kind of take it and move on and further investigate the things that he found interesting. Or if like one of the facts was something to do with the most blueberries sold in America or something like that. And he wanted to make something with blueberries. You know, he wanted to eat something with blueberries in it. And he says, well, what's the most popular blueberry thing? So we looked up that. And of course it was a blueberry muffin. And we looked up, you know, just all sorts of different things about blueberries. And then I said, well, we had that book, Blueberries for Sal. Why don't we go read that, you know, to go along with our lesson? And so it just, because the lesson's so short and engaging, it's really allowing for those springboards of learning. And that, to this mama, is just fantastic. I love it. I'm going to show you the flashcards here, but I wanted to show you these two cards first. So these are little instructions for different games that you can play with these flashcards, because I'm going to show you these and they look incredibly basic and simple. Here's the capital side, here's the state side. So really basic. There's not much here, but I'm telling you, these are my son's just absolute favorite thing to play with outside of school time. He's always asking me to play with these. Now, I think what I'm going to do is on this capital side, I'm also going to put the 2-digit postal code so that we can start practicing those, so he can say Missouri, okay, that's MO, and he can check and see if he's right. So I think we're going to add that with just some Sharpie or something. But this kind of gets me to my third thing. So these are just the states here. These colored ones are just the states. But look what we have here, guys. These are countries. So we have kind of a bonus here. And this is what I love about Memoria Press, you guys. This is so simple. It's a book and a thing of flashcards. But I'm telling you, we will be using this stuff for years to come. We will pull out these different country cards when we get to our world geography, okay? And these are like some of the more populated. I mean, you're not going to have your little itty-bitty countries in this stack. These are your larger countries, you know, in the world. But I love that when Memoria Press picks something, it's, and I said this before, it's richness with simplicity. They give you so much from so little. And if you knew how much my son was retaining out of this book and these flashcards, I mean, you'd be amazed, because it looks so simple. But it really is getting the job done. You can tell these were thoughtfully picked, and they delivered again. You guys, that's all I can say. I am thrilled with these choices. My son is absolutely loving it. He knows that when we open up, it's just one page, and then he's ecstatic to just go and take this further on his own. So I love this. I love that I can even just give this to him. There are some probably words that he couldn't read, but I would say for the most part he could read this. And I love that it's set off in like little boxes and things like that. It doesn't look really intimidating as far as content goes. So I love that I can just give this to him and he can just explore to his heart's content. He sits down with these often and just reviews on his own, even without me telling him to or reminding him. So this is a winner. Another 2 thumbs up from Memoria Press. You can, like I said, see samples of the student book if you want to see the worksheets that go along with this, if you want to do those kind of worksheets and mapping exercises. They're very well done. It's not what we wanted to do for this first go round of geography. Perhaps in middle school or high school, when we hit geography again, something along those lines at a more age appropriate level might fit us better. But for this go round, we really preferred the more lap book notebooks, notebooking, journaling sort of thing. So that's what we are up to. That's what we are loving about this course from Memoria Press. If you've used it or if you have any questions about it, please feel free to leave that in the comments below, and I will get back with you and enjoy reading your feedback. Also, if you have not purchased this before and this was enough to make you say, hey, I want that, please consider using the link in the description below. I am an affiliate with Memoria Press, but I did purchase this with my own money and gave you my honest thoughts on it. But if you found this review helpful and want to support this channel, that's one way you can do it, by using the link below to make your purchase. Please consider subscribing and liking this video so I know that this is the kind of thing you like to see, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.